What's up guys, Matt with BleepinJeep. Today I want to show you 7 ways to disable the auto stop start feature on your new JL. Let's do it. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the BleepinJeep channel. We make at least 2 videos a week of off-road related content. Let's get started. So if you're not familiar with new vehicles, and I am not, this is the first new vehicle I've ever owned. Well, whenever you start the vehicle, it warms up and you go to a stop at a stoplight or a stop sign, the vehicle shuts off. They do this to save fuel. Well, us old-timers don't like that. So there's several different ways that you can stop this or disable this function on the newer Jeep JL, and the easiest of which is this button right here, auto start stop off. The problem with that is you have to do it every time you start the vehicle. Not a big deal, but a lot of times you forget, or you got other crap going on, and of course you have to do this every time. So if I turn off the vehicle and then turn it back on, it resets so that you have to push the button again. Now I know a lot of people in the comments section are going to say, oh, it saves fuel. Does it? I don't know. There's a lot of heated debate about that. I know there's science behind it as well, but there's a lot of politics behind it too. The one thing I hate about it though is that I'm just not used to it, and we live in a rural area. We really don't have very many stops. So when you go to pull up to a stoplight, there's usually no one around, the vehicle turns off, and then it just turns right back on like 1 second later. So it really is annoying. Plus, not only that, it turns the vehicle off at a red light. If you manage to be at a red light, everybody is ready to go, and here it's a short delay, I admit, but it is a delay. So if you have 20 people sitting at a red light and every single person has this auto stop start feature, then you're going to be taking up a lot of people's time, right? So personally, I just don't like it. So there's other ways of turning this off. This is one way. Let me show you the others. Here's my disclaimer, don't try this at home. Number 2 way to disable, turn the steering wheel. Obviously, I don't recommend this because if you forget about it and you go to take off, you're going to crash into the guy next to you. Number 3 way is when you come to a stop, don't depress the brake pedal too hard. Obviously, I don't recommend that one because if you reach down to grab your drink or whatever and you forget, you're going to slam into the guy in front of you. The next way requires you to open the hood and come over here to the battery, and right here, unplug this sensor. This sensor is the intelligent battery sensor, and it monitors the voltage of the second battery, which is hidden way underneath here. If you unplug it, the computer doesn't know what the voltage is for that second battery and will not initiate the start-stop system. That second battery is what runs all the electronics when the vehicle is shut down at a red light during a start-stop. So this is the way I did it, and I have been running it and my preferred method. So I just took that, put it right there, and now the start-stop is disabled. The 5th way is to disconnect the hood ajar switch. So there's 2 switches. One is just a backup, basically. So you're going to take it, pull these pins in, and pull up. Pull these 2 little pieces out, and just disconnect that. You can put this back in here just for safekeeping. And now it still knows that the hood is closed from this switch, but it won't let the start-stop enable because it's really not absolutely sure with the backup switch. And now if that doesn't work for you, some of the installers put them in opposite. So if that doesn't work, plug this one back in and disconnect the other one. But usually it's on the outside side by the fender flare. So with those last 2 solutions, I have to warn you that you will get a warning when you start the vehicle. Obviously I still have the hood up, but you're going to get a little warning right there that tells you that the auto stop start feature is not working. Now To me, that's not a big deal. Some people say they don't like that, to have a warning on the dash all the time. I find that there's warnings everywhere with this vehicle. But so with those last two options, you'll get that warning, but you'll never have to push this button ever again. It'll just never work. The start-stop feature will never work. And if at any time you decide you don't like that, you want the auto stop-start feature to work again, all you have to do is take the sensor, plug it back in, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Now there's two other options of turning this feature off, both of which I haven't tried, so I can't really give you a recommendation, although I've only heard good things about them. So the first of which is the Taser JL, and it has other features too. Not only can you turn off the auto stop start feature, actually what it does is it kind of electronically pushes that button for you every time the Jeep starts, but it can also do other things like change gear ratios, change your tire size all electronically, change the PSI warning limits, and lets you use the backup camera at any speed along with a lot of other things. I'd really like to try that out, although I haven't done it yet. The only issue with it is it costs you $329. There's one other thing that you can do, and it is called the Smart Stop Start. And basically it's just an inline little plug that costs $130, but that is all that it does. It doesn't do any of the other features like the Taser JL. It just keeps the button memory for the auto stop start and nothing else. It's kind of funny, but in the process of making this video I also found 3 other ways to disable the auto stop start that I didn't know about. So let's make this 7, 8, 9, 10 ways to disable the stop start. So number 8 here is have a low battery. As you can see, it says stop start not ready, battery charging. Number 2 is be low on fuel, or I should say number 9. Low on fuel, stop start not ready. And number 10 is have your seatbelt unbuckled. Obviously I don't recommend any of those, but yeah, just 3 other things to keep it from working. So to conclude the video, I want to pose to you 2 questions. Do you like or dislike the auto stop start feature on newer vehicles? And number 2, do you believe that it saves gas? Yes or no, and why? Leave your comments down below in the comments section. Yes, I know that Jason from Engineering Explained has done a video on this. I'm going to go check it out myself right now. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We do how-to and off-road related videos at least twice a week. Check out our Patreon if you'd like to become a supporter and get special perks at patreon.com/BleepinJeep. We'll see you next time, guys. I really appreciate you watching.